Did you like that unique animation? Because that's what counts for a cutscene around here.
Yeah, I loved his weird little chicken legs.
Hello, everybody. This is Talen Lee, he, him.
This is Foxley. I'm a she, her.
And I decided to just fill some space on my calendar that I wanted to play through a bunch of adventure games. And I wanted to do it with Fox here, who has not seen all of them.
We're going on an adventure.
It's true.
Goblins going to the big city.
Yeah. In this case, we're looking at 1990-somethings, 1980-somethings, Space Quest 3.
I feel like we're still in the 80s.
Possibly. I'm not actually sure though. This is the continuing adventures of Roger Wilco, a character made to be such a loser who sucks that his initial adventure, Space Quest, was just about, imagine the story of a lone janitor successfully beating an alien invasion and reclaiming the space weapon and whatnot. And then the second game was like, we need him to be a janitor again. Third game, here we are, following directly onto the events of the second game, where at the end of the second game you jumped into an escape pod, and then realizing you had nothing else to do, jumped into the cryogenic stasis for that escape pod.
It's the exact problem they kept having with Guybrush Threepwood.
It's true.
He needs to be a loser or he doesn't work, but he keeps succeeding at things and he becomes a lot less likable.
I mean, Guybrush Threepwood is a lot more likable and charming than Roger Wilco.
Oh, sure, because Roger Wilco doesn't have a personality.
Well, unfortunately, he kind of does.
Oh, no.
And it kind of sucks.
So I'm gonna like him less in the next couple of games, is what you're saying.
Well, it's more that it's more that you've never been given a reason to like him, and we've seen a lot of him so far. But anyway, the point is, I'm going to be playing this game. I know this game pretty much top down. This is going to be completely unedited, I hope. So you're largely just going to see me playing a game and Fox talking to me about it as I try to jog her memory and make sure that she doesn't miss out on all the important, crucial details.
Like him ever having had a personality? I honestly don't remember one. I don't remember any dialogue from him.
Well, that's the thing, you gotta remember. This narration here, even though it's addressed to you, it's second person, it's still bringing to attention Roger's senses. Like, it wouldn't tell Roger what sounds are if Roger couldn't hear, so from this we can infer Roger isn't deaf. And so when the narration complains about things, it's usually a sign that those are things that Roger would complain about too, right?
I guess so. You're right, but you're also, there's like a certain amount of it is character voice and a certain amount of it isn't, basically.
Yeah, and the narrators in this thing suck. Anyway, the other thing is, this is a game I've played a lot in the past 35 years, and it's just, I know a lot of what's going on here. I'm already solving puzzles ahead of time, and there's going to be points where I'm going to mention things, and Fox will be like, hang on, what did you do? Why did you do it that way? What the hell is going on? And this is a real problem in this case of Sierra games, especially, because a lot of Sierra games, you're meant to solve them through trial and error.
Yeah, we're not really getting the full experience here.
Yeah, but on the other hand, you're not going to be as incredibly frustrated by all of the Sierra bullshit. Cool?
You're probably right.
Alright. So here is our opening scenario.
Tell you what, if there's anything too stupid that, like, really, you ought to try and fail a few times, ask me for what I do before you do the right thing. And we'll see how bullshit the logic is.
I'll ask you what you think of things.
Yeah.
Alright. So...
Hi there, audience. I'm your eye-level goblin, which means you're very short, like me, goblin-sized, which is the right size to be.
Right, so that's a warp motivator.
Sure, why not?
You never need to know what this thing is, right?
Okay.
But also, it completely blends into the environment, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, it kind of stands out a bit.
There's
Nothing
a major...
else is that cyan color.
But there's a major sequence of puzzles in this area that involves this object, and you never need to title its name. Okay, let's see. Time to be able to die.
Why?
You'll find out.
How?
Oh, look. Useful piece of sheet metal. Let's take the sheet metal, shall we?
We have TIE fighters at home. You can't take sheet metal, apparently. Okay, you slice yourself open on it. Aren't you a janitor? Shouldn't you know how to handle this kind of thing safely?
You're not a good janitor.
Apparently not. You went blue.
Yep. Time to game end.
Okay.
Alright, let's start that all over again.
Why not? This is the quality of exploration and experimentation that I have come to expect from Sierra games.
Yeah, like, fundamentally, this is a game where you use death messages are content.
Yeah.
Like, you want to see all the death messages because they are, let's be generous and say, funny.
I mean, I get it. This is like playing Hero Quest. You know, if it wasn't bullshit, it wouldn't be as good an experience because, like, it's not...
Oh, you mean the board game Hero Quest, not the Sierra game Hero Quest.
Oh yeah, there's a Hero Quest of that too, isn't there? Yeah, sorry, that was totally misleading. No, I meant the board game Hero Quest. Which, like, if it wasn't so comically unfair, it would be easier to notice that it's quite a bad game. You have to stand?
Yep. You can otherwise just sit and fall in that and die. Also, that animation of him jumping off the rail, again, like, counts for a cutscene in these parts. This is EGA graphics, by the way. Everything you're seeing here is being done with 16 colours total.
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean, you can kind of tell from how it obviously doesn't have more than 16 colours.
Alright, now, get a load of this thing. Ride, claw.
What claw?
Get on. Climb. Get in seat. There you go. So this thing here, it's a grabber, not a claw. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Oh, it's got, like, grabby things on the bottom.
Yep.
I see.
Because we're going backwards, it's going to play that sound the whole way.
Oh, good. I'm very glad for that.
Okay. Now we want to be about here. So, just watching this. Oh, no, I need to move over a little bit.
Are you aiming for the cyan devicey thing, or is this how you pick up the sheet metal?
This is how you pick up the cyan device.
Okay.
This is the warp motivator.
Sure, you did say that, but you also said its name didn't matter, so I jettisoned its name.
Yeah, that's why you jettisoned the name.
Yes.
That's exactly why that happened.
Well, it was also stupid.
I mean, it's for motivating warp. I mean, what else are you going to call it?
I don't know, you could give it like a short, catchy name. I suppose another word for motivator might be drive, so you could call it the warp drive.
No, it's not your warp drive. It's a thing that powers... It's a thing that motivates the warp drive into working. Tuh.
So, what, a switch?
No, that's a small thing by Nintendo.
Boo! Boo!
Again, just beep.
Beep. It stopped beeping!
I love that the rails are there so you can't deploy the grabber in that area because they just didn't draw anything below that area and they don't want to do it. Alright, now I should be able to put down the thing here. Yep.
I'm just gonna guess that you can explore this area.
Yeah, this is a place you get to later. But the basic thing is, you're meant to discover this area, find the problem, go back out to the area, realize the warp motivator solves your problem, then use the grabber and work all this out.
It's definitely better when you do it this way.
Now, here's the best part. I, growing up, never knew that was how you were meant to work out how to solve that puzzle. I just watched this opening and went, oh, this is the thing everyone does. So I just went through the automatic path of this opening and never realized that there was, like, an actual reason for all those components.
Who did you... Hang on, you were young before YouTube. Who did you watch doing this?
I had an older cousin.
Ah.
Alright, now we stand up. Wah! I'm not good at speeches!
Well, that doesn't kill you?
Well, a relatively soft landing in a pile of debris. Huh?
Evil rats who are also wolves.
Mm-hmm.
The cartoon staple.
So, again, this is EGA. Just, like, look at the lighting shift.
That's kind of neat. I do have a soft spot for the Sierra graphics, like, just a little.
Now,
not these rats, though. They're blood ugly.
These cables are powering lights, which is over here next to a generator. So you can take the reactor, and the lights go out.
Now will the rats eat you?
Nah. What's the worst that could happen? They're just some rats.
They're evil space rat wolves.
And we're back out here. Alright, how hard could that be? We've got ourselves a warp motivator, we've got ourselves a reactor, we know there's a ship in this area that we can climb into. Apparently there's a whole bunch of references to 70s sci-fi in the foreground of these things, but I don't know, get it.
I've not seen a lot of 70s sci-fi. What the fuck was that?
I mean, it was a rat. You seem to be mugged by some type of large rat.
Okay. Did the rat take your generator?
The rat took the generator back.
Okay.
The generator that I stole, the rat took. So you might imagine, okay, so this is going to introduce some new problem. They're going to, like, secure the generator somehow. You're going to need to solve a puzzle to get the generator.
No, I'd assume you just have to go back and get it again.
Yes, you just go back and take it again. And this time they let you keep it.
Wait, you don't have to do something different in the tunnel?
Nope.
That's hard bullshit.
No, it's just you got to take it twice.
That's mega annoying.
It is up there with a fucking maze for things that I do not like from this era of gaming.
Yeah, sorry rats, fuck you. This may have been your early light source and now you're gonna get eaten by aliens or something, but...
Now, bonus, I'm gonna take the ladder.
Wow, now they're stuck down there forever.
They're probably fine.
They definitely... I mean, they were already in, like, the rafters.
Yeah.
How does that even work?
You grab the ladder and jam it into your pocket.
Sure you do.
Ouch. Legitimately.
It's not stupid if you draw attention to it.
But still, 1 unit of good joke. Like, that's genuinely funny.
It probably was at the time.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, every joke here is one that you've heard 1,000 times, or at least I've probably repeated 1,000 times. Alright, well, look at this. Let's just, save a game, for no particular reason.
Neat. That's how you get down?
Here's the best part, right?
Jeez.
So you can see a hatch on top of this thing. That's how I got to get in, obviously.
I guess.
Like, you know, the ramped front? Nah.
Oh, no, I mean, I have played one of these Sierra games, so I do not expect the appearance of any game element on screen to indicate passage or not.
Open hatch. Alright, let's see. Reactor.
Oh, Lord, you're an ugly man.
Use wires. Look.
Just gonna assume that's some kind of reactor that we don't have now, which is, like, safe and easy to install and transport.
There we go, okay.
Is this where it gets all police questy and you're like, well, you didn't check all your systems before you tried to fly, so...
Oh, yeah. If you don't
just
turn
fucking die.
If you don't turn on the radar and take off, it goes, well, I can't detect the ceiling, so it just smashes into it.
Yeah, okay. Figured there'd be something like that.
Get a load of this.
Oh.
Parallax.
Did it actually parallax?
Yeah, like a tiny bit. Weapon systems. Now we put shields on front, because we're about to do this, and... we shoot a hole in the ship.
Well, that seems unsafe.
The pressure generated by the desire of the ship's atmosphere to escape the considerably lower pressure of space causes your ship to be spit out like a watermelon seed.
Yeah, now those rats are fucked.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I may have committed some...
You may have doomed multiple sentient beings on this ship.
Alright, navigation systems. And this is where this game ostensibly opens up. Like, you can now explore space. There is one location where you can do anything. And every location gets visited in a linear order.
Of course.
You can go to Planet Ortega and immediately melt because it's too hot.
I mean, this is a Sierra game, so I have to assume that the point of being able to explore space is merely to obscure where the linear progression goes.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Obscurity is a big part of all of this. And now we go to Lightspeed. This interface is, by the way, this is cool. I
Yeah.
like what it's doing. When it's effectively, it's just hiding 4 rooms. So, you see, it was the late 80s, possibly the early 90s,
Huh?
and there was this movie franchise with this Austrian actor in it,
Oh.
and
Oh, I see.
yeah, this is what we had that qualified for humor.
I see. Very good, very funny. A+.
Uh-huh. Not like that actual movie. Yeah, anyway. Okay. Orbiting the planet, so we should be able to land. Yeah, it's doing its best. Alright. Open hatch. Alright. And now we are on the planet of suspiciously drawable and EGA colors.
It's got rocks and waves.
Hypothetically, you'll appreciate this as a fan of cheeky tricks in animation. You see, he turns something on his belt, and
Uh-huh. Wow, he's really just taking his time, huh? Okay, you know what? It's acceptable. I mean, it can play a game purpose now, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, the guy is invisible, but they might use, like, footprints at some point to clue you in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's a big old death snake. It's pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah. There's a degree to which I feel like the art department, the effort havers and the thing doers of this particular era of Sierra deserve a lot of praise. Because, like, look at this.
I have always liked the visuals in these games more than anything else about them. And, like, it's not because I have fondness for Sierra games in particular, but, you know, just, like, dithering in limited color art is, you know, I can't help but feel nostalgic.
Nope.
Oh, something electroplasma, something.
Yep, just got killed.
Okie dokie.
And I'm deliberately avoiding doing just the fastest route to everything. Because, you know, I don't want to be, like, rushing you. Yeah, I've got to give you time to absorb the vibes of Fleabut.
I mean, presented as a straightforward story, these games are deeply boring.
They're pretty dull, especially when you actually dig into what the quest of Space Quest 3 is. Because at its core, it's largely just...
The fuck is that guy? Oh, okay. Wow! That alien is hella racist.
That alien is racist. Welcome to Fleabut, where the only major character we recognize, and who will get referenced in other games, is just racist.
I was just about to make a joke about all of space is America.
You're right, though. And you're right to say it. Alright. So what's in this case here? Cute and cuddly little creature. A small sign informs you that it is an Antarian slime devil. How cute! You wanna look at it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, hang on. Did I say shove your face in it and rub all over it so it can murder you? No. I said look at it! Ah! Oh, wow, Having the game speed up is not making this character any easier to tolerate.
Meet Fester Blatz.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now... Show Orium.
Oh.
Alright, so we'll buy an Aurat on a stick. Buy underwear. I'll store. Don't need the flight hat.
I wanted to hear him try and sell the underwear.
Postcards!
Oh, wait, that's a Dune thing, isn't it?
Yep.
That's a Dune
That's
thing.
literally just...
I know that reference.
That's just our assets from Mixed
It's
Up
Mother Goose, yeah!
Yep.
I forgot that was Sierra. Okay, fine. I did play a couple of Sierras.
Now, I think I've bought everything you can buy aside from the hat, so... And I have some Buckazoids? Okay. Alright. Leave.
Yeah, I see.
Partial excitement.
Oh!
So, this is Roger Wilco, the man I have been sent across the universe to track down and terminate. I am not impressed. You are too easy to find. You tend to leave a mess wherever you go. Which is, like, yeah, true. But also, I was in a slave colony most recently.
Were you? I don't
Now,
remember that.
This is often brought up by, like, the 17 people who talk about Space Quest, that this is a plot hole. Because that Labonian Terror Beast mating call whistle thing, you only get it because you hand in a coupon for a free one. And now they're trying to act like you stole it. Or you
Really?
mail ordered it and didn't pay for it.
But there's so many opportunities in these games to take stuff without paying. Why didn't they just use a legitimate occurrence of
It's
theft?
really funny. Like, of all the different things I have definitely stolen, like the environmental harm I did to Labion, I definitely, almost killed a hunter. Like, there's a whole bunch of things. Like, I also just straight up murdered Sludge Volkall. You could come to me for that, but apparently they thought it was funnier if instead they introduced a weird plot hole.
Wasn't he trying to blow up a planet?
Look,
I
yes.
think it might be okay to kill someone in self-defense.
Well, he was also definitely trying to kill me. Like, he had shrunk me down into a tiny jar.
Yeah, exactly.
There are other ways to do this kill, by the way, but this is the one I know.
Wait, why did he put you down?
Because he says he's feeling generous, so he'll give me a chance to get away.
No, so he's stupid.
Yeah, but also guess what happens if you try to get back to your ship?
He kills you?
Yeah, he always arrives just in time to kill you.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a cutscene I understand a lot of people never saw, but also there's another cutscene that I didn't realize I'd never seen, which is where you lure him into the trap of one of the native pieces of wildlife.
Ooh, I want that one.
I don't know how to do it, actually.
Boo.
He comes up to get us. This is what constitutes, like, the cleverest things Roger Wilco ever does.
Jump cogs!
And... take belt. Oh, get off it.
Rob cops!
Okay, yeah. Loot that body. Loot that body. So yeah, what was that I said about this should be largely unedited, as we do a lengthy. I think this should technically be an L cut, as the audio just like slides under the game.
L is in Ellie?
As in taking the Ellie. Wait, no. A terrible way to describe it. Ellie is wonderful.
Yes, but you do just sign up for a certain amount of dog noise. Alright.
Bonus
Back
dog
in?
content. And, yeah, I'll now magically and seamlessly edit it, so of course this just looks normal.
Wow, what a quick bit of video game that definitely didn't involve any pausing.
Mm-hmm. Now we just make our way back to our ship.
I wanted to see him die in a dune worm trap.
Oh no, it was nothing that cool.
I suppose I should be impressed that there is more than one way.
Mm-hmm. I was surprised to learn it. I'm so used to these games being like, haha, you fool, you were clever in the wrong way.
You couldn't work out the one very specific thing you were meant to do. Why on earth did you think a cheese grater would work just as well as a rough-edged rock? You fool! You nincompoop! You absolute buffoon! You stupid man-child!
Alright, so we've now gone to Fleabot. Alright?
Uh-huh.
Where it's one known settlement. And now, the second location.
McDonald's!
Alright, let's go to Monolith Burger.
Are we gonna die there?
You can die there. You can die there.
Yay! Death. I like that hyperspace effect. A little like, wow.
A lot of effort was put into this goddamn game.
I suppose it's actually quite a slow animation normally, isn't it? But it looks really fluid because you have the speed turned up.
Yep.
Extremely not the Golden Arches, because we know when we can't claim parody on a thing.
Uh-huh. But that was definitely also just actually the Enterprise.
We have Enterprise at home.
Yep. Okay, so...
Step on Slugman.
I don't think you can.
Aww. Promise him solo. Ah! Boo! Boo!
You just sit there.
In Alien Land, everyone has to talk by wildly wobbling their cranium and nothing else.
I can recognize the table is dirty, but not to tell me about it.
You're a janitor. Why are you scared of a little human filth?
Here we go.
Oh. Man, they have a style when it comes to characters, don't they?
Don't you love his ace flag eyeballs?
That's not... This is a hate crime against my people.
Alright.
Woo, poly cheese.
Uh-huh. I believe the thing you need is the Monolith Fun Meal.
Oh.
But, like, you could just try these things individually. Would you like something to drink with that? Yes or yes? Would you like some space buds with that?
Okay, that's one good unit of joke.
Yes or yes?
I guess we would. But we already paid for a drink.
Okay.
I'm also going to assume that a fun meal comes with a drink and a side of whatever they called space chips.
The funniest thing to me is that this appears to be about trying to make an experience that I genuinely think of as very enjoyable. Like, ooh, isn't it hilarious how bad this is? Like, it's McDonald's. Right? Like, how bad is McDonald's, you weirdos?
I mean, Americans are always telling me how shit McDonald's is, and I agree, their McDonald's is shit. Trying to work out what's going on with that alien behind you.
And I just want to remind you, this is Space Quest. We escaped the hold.
Yeah.
We got money. We have a functioning ship. And now... what do we do?
It's a very millennial quest. We're seeking sustenance.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And now we have a monolith decoder ring.
Really, it's ahead of its time.
Well, that was mighty tasty. Well, maybe mildly tasty. Well, maybe not tasty at all. In fact, it reminds you of the slick skin of a Volian mucus worm. Have some commitment to the bit, alright? Like, mighty tasty, mildly tasty. Come on. Like, just admit you didn't like it. Or admit that you do like it, and you're okay with eating garbage. Jeez.
Yeah, we don't mean that in a bad way. A mucus worm is delicious, and considered a high delicacy on many planets. Sure, whatever.
So,
Who
this
cares?
is...
We don't have a secret message. Moving on!
And this is the thing. What you're meant to do now, and what I'm not going to do now, is you're meant to play that arcade game called Astro Chicken
Uh-huh.
until you can get a high score on it.
Yep.
And when you do that, the game shows you a single screenshot of coded text, which you then have to manually, with the item and a piece of paper in front of you, decode. Which is almost a cool thing, if not for the fact that it's also deeply irritating.
I'm so surprised they didn't make that into copy protection somehow.
Yeah. But then the follow-on thing here, the extra problem, is that that's the quest. The secret message you get from dicking around with the arcade game is the quest of the game.
I think I remember this pitch now.
Mm-hmm. You have to rescue the two poor, suffering software developers who are being employed by a terrible company that's trying to force them to make boring things while they just want to make fun, exciting things.
Yeah, that's right. Those two chodes who appeared on the pause screen, which we didn't see because we definitely didn't pause the game.
Yeah. And therein you have the heart. Like, this is an angst source for a lot of Sierra at this point. Like, Sierra in general was grappling with the fact that apparently working at Sierra sucked shit.
Yeah, I get it. You know, solidarity and all that.
Alright,
I mean, this is an incredibly lazy way to get you involved in a story, but, you know, they are kind of telling us why.
Yep. Why does this game suck? Well, it sucks because it sucks.
Okay.
There's your warning.
Okay. So, you can just get shot at a McDonald's for taking the wrong parking lot. Okay,
Gotta remember, outer space is American.
It's American.
Okay. So,
is this also then something you don't need to do in-game at all if
You do
you
not.
already know the code?
you do not need to do it at all.
Brilliant. Love it.
In fact, the best joke in the game is that it will notify, like, why are you doing this? Like, it'll actually ask, like, what the hell's going on?
Do I recall correctly also that the minigame is just basically horrible?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It's annoying to control and
Yeah,
tedious.
It's a bird... It's a lander game. It's a type of game that there's thousands of.
Yeah, but those can be good and those can be bad.
Can they
Mostly
be good?
based on how responsive the controls are.
Can they be
Okay,
good?
those can be basically competent or they can be bad.
Astro Chicken is basically competent.
Okay.
It's just unremarkable.
Okay. I'm thinking of a different thing then. I remember one of these mini-games is basically random.
Oh, yeah, in Space Quest 1, the roulette was random.
Oh, there was a roulette. Brilliant. I'm pretty sure it was like an arcade machine.
Sorry, yeah, it was a fruit machine in a bar.
Yeah, no, I know the difference between a fruit machine and an arcade machine. One of them is a game, one of them is a wealth extraction device.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now let's save here. Call this save burn for no reason. Open.
No reason at all.